Y'all, I got an update for you. I was working on you guys know I did that interview with Dean Kane not too long ago. We were talking about, Superman, the Superman brand going gay. Yeah, I know it's his son. His son is going to be like the new hope of perpetuating the Kryptonian uh, world of people. I guess that kind of got cut a little short. Anyway, it's like, well, I guess at least he's bisexual. So I guess maybe there's some hope that he'll kind of carry on the whole Cal L House of L name, whichever. But at any rate, I had the interview with Dean Kane. I hope you guys check it out. It's like, oh man, I was like, did an interview with Dean Kane. Got 70,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, and I think only like 1% of my audience saw it. What's up with that? But I don't know. Maybe folks just like not interested. I don't know. But or either that is either folks just weren't interested, or YouTube wasn't interested in you seeing it. So if you want to check out the interview that I did with Dean Kane, I mean the news is old now. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, well, all that stuff is everybody going gay is kind of old news as it is. That's been going on since before the flood. People doing that. So that's not old news, but I guess it is the new fashionable, trendy thing as it seems nowadays. So, at any rate, the interview is kind of gone by the wayside, and the whole issue is, it's like, oh, big deal, another person went gay or anything like that, or going bisexual or tranny or whichever. And but at any rate, I still hope you guys check out the video because I think it was a pretty insightful video. We got to learn some things that you probably wouldn't hear anyplace else. What's up, y'all? I see y'all coming in. And so at any rate, to make a long story short, during the course of the interview, we were talking about superheroes needing theme songs, man. Superheroes need theme songs. So Dean expressed confidence that, hey, man, I think 20-pound sledge, which is now Sledge X, could pull off a really good one, right? So I was like, okay, man, right on. It's like because on Dean's Twitter page, he says he still keeps with truth, justice, in the American way. So I'm like, okay. So in thinking about Dean Kane playing Superman, and who's going to keep the truth, justice, in the American way, not the truth, justice, and hope for a better tomorrow. And like he said, that's not a bad thing, but it ain't like people are trying to leave America, risking their lives to leave America in hopes of a better tomorrow. People risk their lives to come to America hoping for a better tomorrow. Okay, now the hope of a better tomorrow is in the Lord when you want to get down to it. That's the best place to hope for a better tomorrow. But we kind of get the point. So at any rate, so it's like, okay, so we're gonna keep with the truth, justice, and American way thing. And I think, okay, man, I'll go ahead and write me a little ditty, talking about also not just celebrating truth, justice, and American way, but celebrating where that truth and justice that America was founded on comes from, right? And that's, of course, going to be the Word of God. So I'm bringing that element to it. And truth, justice, American way. And it's addressing, people, who want to find fault with America. America's this and America's that. It's like, that's not what America was founded on. Now, just because people they take the liberties to do certain things in America, that are evil, that can be racist, if you want to use the word racist, that are sexist and that are oppressive and that are corrupt and all that sort of stuff. Oh, yeah, those things happen in America, but that's not what America was founded to be. That's not what America is. The flag doesn't represent any of those things. That's people abusing the freedoms that they have and trying to define liberty and freedom on their own terms, and usually want to do that at the expense of somebody else. That's not the American way. The American way is founded, on a biblical principle, on biblical principles. Number one, it's like we're endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. This is a country that acknowledges people with God-given rights. That's something, and we acknowledge that the Lord Himself is the one who dispatches these rights. They don't come from man; they come from God. So that's a unique thing for us. So that being said, when people try to make these these accusations about America and trying to vilify America, for the evils that have happened in America. Yeah, I ain't gonna deny that. America's done some, not America itself, but people living in America have done evil things, calling themselves, Americans. and saying that this is what America's for. It's like, no, man, y'all are deeply deceived. That's not what America's for at all. You don't, what you're doing doesn't represent America. So at any rate, y'all, I came up with this song, kind of like borrowing some superhero things, particularly Superman, to talk about, truth, justice, and the American way. And, and what that's founded on. That's going to be founded in the Word of God. So now, not to have, to whine or anything like that. It's like I kind of, it's kind of a bummer, when I see people, like making songs like "Let's Go Brandon" go viral. And I understand the sentiment. I understand that people are frustrated and things like that, and they're gonna want to hear stuff like that. But it's kind of sad though when you have these same people, a lot of them Republican voters and conservatives and stuff like that. They have so much disdain for rap and hip hop music. All that hippie hopping and all that cursing, that rap music is just crap music, and it's all that cussing and swearing and all that sort of stuff. And then here comes a song, "Let's Go Brandon," with just middle fingers blazing and just dropping F-bombs and calling women hoes and stuff like that. And now all of a sudden conservatives are like, "That's my jam, yeah, thug life, throw up them middle fingers and all that sort of stuff." And they're okay with it now. It's like, hey, as long as you curse our way, that's totally okay. And it's like, man, and it's like things that doesn't help. That's not helpful, And it's disappointing. It's disappointing and it's discouraging, because I try to keep it clean and PG-13, and it's like there's hardly any appreciation for that. It's like, it's like, dang, do I have to? Is that what I got to do to get my message? And look, I'm not trying to win a popularity contest or anything like that. I'm just saying, we want to be able to compete in the culture and stuff like that. It just seems like, well, I guess if I'm going to compete in the culture, man, I got to do music where I got to drop a bunch of F-bombs and the B word and the N word and the S word and the A word and F word and all that sort of stuff, man. Is that what it takes? And it's like, it's weird because you hear people all saying all the time, man, it's like, music today is garbage. Like, okay, well, I guess if my music is garbage, what's the excuse then? Because we got garbage music with garbage lyrics on it. At least my music may be garbage, but I don't know if the lyrics are garbage. I mean, I think the lyrics are pretty good if I do say so myself. I like the way I think the Lord, he throws me a pretty good bone sometimes when it comes to lyrics, y'all. So, and like I said, these are songs that you can sing in front of your grandma. It's like I try to keep it like that. I try to be respectful. Kids. It's like I guess people are okay with their kids like singing F Joe Biden. As long as they're saying F Joe Biden, it's okay. Good boy. That kind of profanity, being loose with that profanity, you can't put a moral statute on that, and then wonder why the next generation grows up to be so profane. I don't want to contribute to that, so I try to put music out there, man, that doesn't have any of those lyrics and stuff like that. And it's man, it's you want to talk. It's a labor of love, man, because it's definitely not. If you're trying to, and like I said, man, I'm not trying to win a popularity contest. The numbers, for me, indicate, okay, people showing that this has value in the culture, the value of using creativity, with a sense of discipline, a disciplined creative rather than just somebody, well, it's art and I should just be totally uninhibited and I should be able to say what I want and all that sort of stuff and not be restrained by any sort of responsibility or anything like that. Which is weird because you got these artists out there who act like they're so flipping responsible. Right? Or they're going to save the planet with climate change and all that sort of stuff. All this green, preaching that they do and, talking about gun control and don't get me started on that, Alec Baldwin. And once again, man, I'm really sorry that happened to you. But my point is, hey, don't be getting in my shot, Moth. What's up? All right, Lace, was that Lace one? Okay, anyway, my shot, man. Don't be trying to upstage me. Anyway, when you got these people out there who these are the ways that they want to show responsibility, but other than that, when it comes to their art, they just want to go ahead and put out anything that whatever they feel is artistic. Doesn't matter how it could be smutty and obscene and all this sort of stuff, but they call it art, and but I think really creative people are people who don't cheapen their art, with frivolous profanity and certain suggestions and all that sort of stuff. And don't get me wrong, y'all, it's like I don't mind being like racy to a point, but once again, who decides what that point is? And so I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm like the standard of what it is to be able to say, hey, this is the line that you don't cross. You know, who's to say what that line is? You know, but I guess a line for me is just like I said, not the gratuitous profanity and stuff like that, and you know, that people that's selling, you know, by the billions. You know, it's billions. It's a $1 billion industry to just go and just, you know, say a whole bunch of profanity and contribute to the decline of our culture. And you know, that's real selling out to me. That's real sellout stuff. And it's kind of heartbreaking. You know, you try to make music. It's like, because man, I could do the same thing. It's like I can just go ahead and just make music and just cuss and swear and get and degrade women and downplay our country and all that sort of stuff. I could do that and get millions of views. You know, it looks like anybody could do it. You hear a lot of music that's like, man, this, did you do this while sitting on the toilet? Seriously? But they just go ahead and put whatever, I guess, audacious lyrics on it, you know, and they call it adult content. Why is music or anything with a bunch of profanity that don't make sense to me? It doesn't make any sense when people call this adult content. You know, it's because it's got profanity in it. It's or strong language. One, it's not adult content. Kids curse way more than adults do. I remember when we was kids, we cursed way more than adults do. All right, you know, and kids do. It's childish language, really, when you get down to it. Cussing and swearing and stuff like that is not adult language. It's childish language. Children curse way more than adults do. All right. And in terms of it being strong language, it's not strong language. It's weak language. It's weak. It cheapens whatever it is you're trying to do. And it's weak language that has the assumed puffed uppery to give thrust to whatever it is that you're trying to say. You're going to lean on a curse language crutch to try to give power to what it is that you're trying to say. It's like, no, man, that's weak. That's just straight. It's weak. And it really takes away from the point. It doesn't add to it. You know, it's like I say about God. You want to talk about strong language. That's God. That's God's domain. God's the one with strong language. You know, like I said, man, when God spoke to, things into existence, he didn't say, let there be effing light. He just like, let there be light. Right? He had to curse and swear to give power to his language. You know, so at any rate, y'all, that's what I'm trying to do, man. That's what as my buddy, I got a buddy, man. He says, yeah, man, 20-pound sledge, which is now Sledge X. Dirty sound, clean message. That's how we try to roll it, man. And so I hope that y'all will support. You know, the song is for free. It don't cost you nothing. All right. I hope that you guys will share it. You know, you can share it if you got Facebook, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. Show that you value people trying to make music that celebrates our God-given country. You know, so a song, can we give the song maybe different than I'm proud to be an American? Can we have something more than that? You know, I'm offering that, you know, and I hope that folks will show that they have a sense of value for it. You know, even just to share it. It don't cost nothing. It don't cost you a dime, just a few clicks of your time. You know, share the song. Show that it's like, yeah, man, I can appreciate this. If you don't like the song, maybe you like the lyrics. You know, hey, I may not like the song, you know, because I don't care about that rock genre or that rock and roll music. But if it was a rock and roll song, talk about F Joe Biden, B word, B this and that, and it'd be like, yes, I love that rock and roll music. Say F Joe Biden again. You know, that might be a hit. I don't know. I don't want to do that though. That's just not how I roll. I don't want to stoop to that level. But you know, this right here, you know, I hope that you guys share it. It don't cost nothing. If you want to, and don't get me wrong, if you want to leave a donation for the song, you know, like leave 50 cents or something like that, drop a couple coins in the bucket, that's cool too. I appreciate that. You know, don't get me wrong. It's like, you know, no, please, just take it for free. But it is available for free, and there's no catch. You don't got to sign in for it. You don't got to log in for it or anything like that. You can just download it if you want to, and you can just share it. You know, there's a general link if you want to get it. It's a big link too, man. I gotta fix that. It's a big old link. That's on there. You can just share it. You just pop it on your Facebook page if you got Facebook or your Twitter or your Parler or anything like that. That would be great. You know, just give it a share. It ain't gonna hurt you. You know, and people are like, it ain't gonna hurt me to not share it either. You know, you gotta have to do better than that. So it's like, oh, I got you. But yeah, hopefully you guys will share it. If you want to download it, you know, you can download it for free. If you want to leave a donation for it, you know, that would be fabulous. Also, you know, help what's the word I'm looking for? An aspiring musician. I'm still trying to make a living as a musician. I still haven't done that yet. It's like, man, either I really suck or the powers that be just really do not want my music to get out there. I'm hoping that it's the latter, and I hope people really don't think that my music sucks that bad where I can't really make a You know, that's kind of the goal, to get out there and rock the gospel, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, so I hope that you guys will humor me. And the link is in the feed. The link is also in the description box. I hope that you check out the lyrics. You know, if you don't want to share the song, share the lyrics, right? I hope that you guys will at least share the lyrics or something like that. And you know, let them know that that you be rocking with, you know, Sledge X. All right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I see that you guys have showed up, and you know that I'm a clumsy host, man. So trying to like read and try to stay on topic, read the comments and stay on topic is I derail like really easy. So and I'll make I'll make an extra fool of myself. All right, but blessings, y'all. I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will talk again soon. Check out the song, man. Truth, justice, and the American way, up and away.